end zone for a touchback.
Carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a first and 10 at their 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another shot for Jones. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
The Packers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come out a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Jones.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Jones.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely like seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, Packers, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack That disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A little juke. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On the counter, here's Jones. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Jet
jet sweep. Here's Watson.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jones. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right side, Thornton with it. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, Parker, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again.
And he gets this to Thornton.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones throwing left side. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to throw. Jones.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That's a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Looking to throw. Jones finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Complete. It's Henry.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
So the completion gets him just a yard.
And that'll bring up 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Anthony Jennings drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Jones now on third down. And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming from the 19.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Jones throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Jones on first down. He's going to flip one